What up, people? Yeah, I waited for a long time, man, and just paid attention to everything that was going on YouTube. Once again, you take the set of your G's, they get on their platforms, and they down the black man. And it seems as though the black man is their only focus. The black man this, the black man that. You know, these people talk as if they want us eradicated off the planet. Well, let me tell y'all something. I continuously tell you, before I leave this earth, I'm going to do everything I can to expose the truth. These people are hypocrites. They pick and choose what they want to talk about, and they hide other truths. You got a lot of black women out here that have some serious issues, and they hide this information. I just brought you footage the other day of a black girl who literally tried to starve her child to death. And I hope he's doing fine. But here is another situation of this beautiful young girl who was starved. But not only was she starved, this little girl was killed. Another black parent starving another child. But only this one didn't make it. This shatters my heart and it brings tears to my eyes that you people will have these platforms, get on this platform and spew all this rhetoric about black men and hide these situations when black women are killing our children.
In the days leading up to the horrific death of Majelic Young, the 4-year-old was found buried in a backyard at a home in North Charlotte last month. Majelic's mother and grandmother are facing charges related to her death.
The search warrants, which Fox 46 obtained from a family friend, show just how inhumane it was in the girl's final days. Fox 46's Derek Ellinger live in the newsroom with these graphic details tonight and the reaction to it. Derek?
Yeah, the warrants indicate that the child was punished for essentially messing her pants, and that punishment essentially lasted for 3 days. Now, that many believe that it did lead to her death. I do want to warn you, some of what you're about to hear right now will be disturbing.
Damn shame.
Back on May 21st, there were only hints of what was discovered at this home off Braden Drive. Before we even knew what happened, there were rumors already in the neighborhood, some of which turned out to be true.
Jelly was always smiling. And her smile was just so big.
Lucille Puckett is a family friend of the father of Majelic Young, nicknamed Jelly. The girl was just 4 years old.
She got weak. When I say she was weak from, dehydration and, no food, being starved to death.
The warrants, now public, detail some of the horrific final days of the girl, with a lot of the specifics coming from an older sibling. The warrants indicate a timeline from that sibling. That it was August 2020. Majelic had messed her pants, and as punishment, her mother, Malika Bennett, forced her to stand for 3 straight days. She couldn't go out. She couldn't sit down. By the end of that 3 days, Majelic was so weak, she fell out of the back door and hit her head. The warrants say the mother had tried to perform CPR. The child had died. The child's body was cleaned, put into 2 trash bags, and left in the back of an SUV for days before ultimately being buried.
This is so damn heartbreaking, man. Listen. This little girl stayed maybe 15 minutes around the corner from me.
That entire time, up until last month, Puckett says Bennett was doing damage control, telling conflicting stories to family on where exactly the girl was.
The mom was able to tell her family that she went back to the dad. And when dad and the family called to ask where was Jelly, she would say, well, she was with my mom.
Puckett says the excuses eventually ran out. It was ultimately a Child Protective Services worker that led CMPD to the home, a home that Puckett says Majelic was just visiting. She had been raised by her father, and she says the girl had just wanted to see her mother for her birthday.
We just don't.
Now, mind y'all, this little girl was raised by her father. She was home with the father. The daddy was there. Y'all get on YouTube and say, oh, black men run out on their kids. They ain't just... No, she was with her father. The biggest mistake was her going home to her damn mother.
Know what we are missing in the lifetime without Jelly.
Now, Malika Bennett is facing murder charges, and Majelik's grandmother, Tracy Moffat, is also facing charges specifically with concealing a death and being an accessory after the fact. Now, the search warrants we do have.
Now, no one understands that the mother is being charged with murder and the grandmother is being charged with accessory to the girl's death. The grandmother was in on it. She knew about it. The pathology of some of these black women. But y'all got the nerve to get on YouTube and put all your focus on the black man and hide shit like this. Nothing but hypocrites. You should not be on YouTube.
Basically limited to Bennett's involvement and did not go into the grandmother's involvement.